Hey everyone, it's Chainsaw Gears 12 here, and I'm back with a Metallica review. And today we're reviewing the final album that's been out so far. Hopefully not the final album, Death Magnetic. Hopefully it's not the final album. I'm hoping there's more to come. Anyway, so yeah, Death Magnetic, great stuff. Anyways, I'm going to give you a short story because I'm re-recording this because I went on a little too long. And then in the middle of the review, I'm going to be throwing out a little thing you guys are going to comment down below on top of giving me your rating. Sorry about that. And just, yeah, you'll see that in a minute. But let me just give you a little short story. So, the same year that Death Magnetic came out in 2008, I really got into Metallica. And about 2 or 3 months into really getting into Metallica's discography and really discovering what Metallica was, they announced Death Magnetic was officially coming out this year in 2008. I'm like, oh my god. And then when the album finally came out, I played That Was Just Your Life, and then I skipped off in The Day That Never Comes. That was released as the single before the album came out, in the car on the way home. When I got home, I blasted that freaking album 5 times in a row while playing Xbox. I don't know, I think I was playing Halo 3 or something. And I was like blown away by what I was hearing. I was blown away by all this thrashness, you know, everything. And at the time, I didn't really understand like the way that it went from Kill 'Em all the way to the Black Album. That's the thrash era, you know, heavy area. And then we go from Load and Reload, and then it's like the mellow blues area, and then Saint Anger, it's just like crap bag, crap bag, crap bag. But now, as I'm looking at it from being, I'm a huge Metallica fan for like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. I mean, I've known about them for a long time, but not really dug in until the year Death Magnetic came out. But Death Magnetic is a great album. Now, comparing it to Saint Anger, oh, Saint Anger's, you can't even see it. Death Magnetic's right here. But I'm not going to put Load and Reload, because Load and Reload are over here. You can't see those. Because those, well, let's talk about the metal. Like the actual thrash metal sound. Like the actual thrash. Now, we're getting out Load and Reload. And Saint Anger, you can't even see it because it's all the way down here. If it had better production quality, it might be up here. But it's down here. Anyway, so I would say that this is just me riffing, so don't think that this is the way I think it should go. But on the metal scale here, I would say Death Magnetic would be right in the middle of all their stuff. Because Death Magnetic has a lot of moments of thrash, but it has a lot of moments of melodies, stuff like that. It has a lot of, to me, it has some moments of Load and Reload moments where the breakdowns, the slowdowns, the slow sections, kind of mellow. But it's only slightly. But I think Death Magnetic is a good 95% thrash album, heavy album from Metallica. It's a throwback to their old stuff. So like Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets, and Justice for All. Death Magnetic fits right in there. Not saying that it is like an elite like the first 4 albums. I'm saying is Death Magnetic brought back a lot of that moments of what you love from the early Metallica. This album gives it to you. Now, there is a few key points that people throw out there. It's that the lyrics are not as original. They just sound funny. They're not James Hetfield's best work. Now, I'm not going to fully agree or disagree. I will say that at some moments I wish James might have thought a little bit more on lyric-wise, but I personally believe Death Magnetic is a solid, great, it's not solid, it's a great metal album. It's a solid piece. It's a solid piece of work that they have on the discography. Because we have all these elite albums, the first 4 albums, people consider to be the elite, the gods. But, you know, Master Puppets is up here. Up here you can't even see because it's so high up. And then the Black Album, of course, production quality, up. But I'm not going to be throwing those on the pedestals because the first 4 albums and the Black Album all have their own right as being really amazing, just masterpiece, epic work of Metallica-ness, heaviness, thrashness. Death Magnetic fits in that category. And also one other key point, besides the lyrical content some people throw out there, is the fact that there's double bassing on it from Lars Ulrich, but he can't play the double bass live. Now, this is a big discussion. I might have a topic on this as Weekly Metal topic, but basically, I think people need to just let it go. Because that's the way it's going to be. It's a heavy metal Metallica album. It's got to have double bass in it. It just has to have it. Now, saying that Lars can't do it, Lars obviously can do it because there's live recordings of people filming at the shows. You can hear double bassing. Then they've recently fixed the Met on Tour audio clips, which actually you can hear the double bass better. You can actually hear the bass drum better. It used to be where they mixed it out. They mixed out the bass drum and you couldn't even hear it. But I think that Lars is in good hands. Just leave him alone. He's great. He's still doing good. But anyways, and then one other key point, that a lot of people turn this album off, not because of the load and reload thing where they lost a lot of their metal thrash fans, or that Saint Anger was crap bag down here, is the fact that the production quality on Death Magnetic is kind of weird. It's not bad like Saint Anger, something like crap bag over here. It's just, it's just loudness. The loudness. It's really loud. Sometimes it gets really annoying loud. But at the same sense, I feel like the album's still great in any way. I mean, the production quality, yeah, a lot of the times production quality does affect my thoughts on music, but I feel like Death Magnetic's production quality is fine for what it is. You can't really do anything about it now. I mean, people have went back into like the mixes and try to fix it, but it is what it is. I still enjoy the record, and that's basically it. So you guys rate down below, of course. Just want to throw that out there. But as we all know, in 2011, we have Beyond Magnetic, which wasn't officially released until like a CD-wise until January of 2012. But regardless, Beyond Magnetic, is a 4-song EP of 4 songs that were being worked on and were actually rough mixes recorded-wise for Death Magnetic at the time, and they weren't released. Now, here's where the thing that I said earlier about was going to come up. So, in the comment section below, on top of you guys rating the album and your personal thoughts, is I want you guys to also comment down below and give me your track listing of Death Magnetic, and the Death Magnetic things over there, I want to go get it, you take the 10 tracks of Death Magnetic, right? And then take any of the songs of Beyond Magnetic and you throw them in whatever spots. But the thing is, you can't change the track listing. The only times you can change the track listing if you're removing a song and adding a Beyond Magnetic song. You can't say, that was just your life, okay, take out the end of the line and put in Cyanide. No. It'd be like, that was just your life, and then put in Hate Train. Like, that's how you do that. And I might have a topic about that, talking about, do you think Beyond Magnetic songs should be in Death Magnetic? Do you think they should re-release Death Magnetic with the Beyond Magnetic songs in it, like a double disc? But that'll be a later topic. But yeah, basically just comment down below and tell me what you personally think, how that would work if you had to put 10 songs on Death Magnetic with Beyond Magnetic and Death Magnetic songs. So that's that. But I personally believe Beyond Magnetic songs, it should have been a double album, but that'll be a topic. But back on the Death Magnetic, I really feel like Death Magnetic was just an album that just fits. It fits. It's got a lot of moments where you're going to go, this is like the old Metallica. This is thrash Metallica. This is great stuff. And there's some moments where you're going to go, I don't know, iffy on that. Like, personally, to me, I think the weakest song on the album is Cyanide. And a lot of people like Cyanide. I don't like Cyanide. They played it live at my concert when I went to go see them, but I enjoyed it. But like I said, it's the most hated song for me. I don't hate the song. It's just my least favorite. My favorite song on the album, oh, it's hard to choose. I can't really pick. I mean, my current songs I'm thinking at the moment that are like really high on top right now when I think about them is That Was Just Your Life, Broken, Beaten, Scarred, The Day That Never Comes, Suicide and Redemption. I mean, just like all the songs are good in their own right, but it's just really hard to pick a favorite song off this album. But Death Magnetic, I feel like, is a solid album of Metallica, and it fits well with their earlier stuff. And then that's all I really can say. I can repeat it over and over and over, but it's your guys' opinion. You guys are rating it down in the comment section. But I feel like Death Magnetic is just a album that needed to happen because they needed to go back to their roots, because Saint Anger was not their roots, and they kind of left the thrash element area with parts of the Black Album, and Load and Reload was completely gone. There's no thrash element at all. There's no the original Metallica stuff in there. So Death Magnetic has a lot of that, and there's a few spots where it just feels maybe the riffs weren't maybe as thought out as back in the day, because Rick Rubin, the producer of Death Magnetic, said that go back to 1985 when you guys are writing the Master of Puppets and write like that. And I personally believe most of it feels like maybe it could have been on some of their earlier work, but some of it not so much. Maybe if it was fit onto the category, if you had to place the albums, it'd be Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, Death Magnetic, the Black Album. Because Death Magnetic has a lot of thrash moments, but it has a lot of those simple, heavy moments like the Black Album. And I feel like if you had to place that album somewhere, it'd be after Injustice for All, before the Black Album, because I think it would fit in that area. That's the type of music that you're going to hear. So I know I rambled a lot, but you guys will comment down below, let me know your rating and your personal track list for Death Magnetic if you had the option to change some of these songs out and put Death and put Beyond Magnetic songs in there. So you guys comment down below and let me know. And that's the review, guys. So I'll see you guys on Friday with a weekly metal topic. And yeah, guys, it's gonna be another Metallica topic, but it's a pretty good one. So you guys have to go check that out. So I'll see you guys on Friday.